Welcome to the Puck Drops Here podcast. I'm your host, John Crawford, along with my brother Howie, here for episode number, 16 now? Episode 16.
16, wow.
Yeah, of this fine season 3. And last week we opened up our holiday season with the dropping of the Yule log, which was awesome. So you can go back and listen to that. Also, Howie gave me this sweet gift right there.
I'd show that again because we
Okay, let me grab it.
We had visual problems last week, so
Yeah. This is what Howie gave me.
there he is.
An autographed card of the great King Kong Korak when he played for the Los Angeles Kings. What an awesome gift that is. It's probably worth of what do we figure out? The plastic that it's in is worth more than the card, I think.
Yeah, I think it came just over $2.
Yeah. Woo!
So
awesome.
you said you were going to retire this week, right?
Yeah.
Live off the interest that that card is earning.
That was my birthday gift from Howie. I did have my birthday yesterday. It was awesome. Got some great stuff and some funny stuff. And
I'm wondering if we should sing Happy Birthday again.
You mean what you sent me?
Yeah.
I'm game.
What I sent John, I guess, as a what do they call those? Like the electronic cards, or like that. Sorry, I'm not that text.
Yeah, electronic birthday card, I guess.
Talking part though, because there's one that jumps right to the main song, but it was a
I'm ready.
I gotta find it here first.
Oh wow.
Well, I want to find the short version, but I want to get rid of the talking part.
All right. Well, what's been going on in your world this week, Howie, while you're looking for that?
Just the same old stuff at work, it's getting more intense, we'll say. I'm doing a lot of ranting.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
So I sent John for his birthday I guess electronic card, you could call it. I don't know what they're called, but it was an episode of Mr. Rogers that sung a special happy birthday. So
it had a great lesson in it too.
Yeah, but that's the long version. I don't know if I want to play that because that's almost 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
So this is only 49 seconds. So
okay, go.
I'll go with that because that's a lot of airtime.
Happy birthday, dear friend. We sing to you. Happy birthday to you. We thought we'd try to tell you how we love you on your birthday. We thought we'd try to sing and dance and play today. We wanted to surprise you on your birthday and say we love you every day, not just today. Happy birthday, dear friend. We sing to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Fred Rogers.
Yeah, for that. All right, Howie. Let's get into some hockey news here. Oh, we don't have a whole lot of hockey news, but we got some.
The biggest news for the week was the retiring of Pascal Dupuis
Yeah.
due to medical issues.
Yeah. Blood clots. He was getting blood clots.
Yeah.
So it kind of shortened his career a little bit. But he will be missed.
That's something that scares me only because I sit so much.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
But I don't know. Well,
yeah. All right. Well, what else do we got? We got. I wanted to talk a little bit. Do you want to talk about your tennis thing first, or?
Yeah, we could run through that.
All right, let's do it
real quick. I found last night. Now that all teams have played at least 10 home games, they have the rankings for each team's attendance.
Yeah.
They have them ranked, and like I was telling John earlier, you could look at this in two ways. They have it ranked by average, so average attendance, or you could look at it based upon the average capacity, which I would rather myself look at it that way.
Yeah, I would too.
Only based upon, and my prime example on this would be Winnipeg Jets, because I use them only because their arena is so small.
Mm-hmm. Does it say how their capacity is? Their sellout
not
capacity?
Well. You'd have to do some math.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if you had those numbers.
No, not the actual full capacity. On some I do, because there's a few teams at 100%.
Right, I got you.
Otherwise, you have to just do the math.
Right.
But like my example though was Winnipeg, because based on average, Winnipeg is ranked 24th overall in the league, which is quite a ways down at 15,294. But because they are such a small arena, that's gonna obviously play a part of that. But if you went by the average capacity, they jump from ranking 24th to 4th based on capacity, because their average capacity is 101.9%. So they go from 24 to 4th if you based it on that.
Real quickly, I show that the capacity of that arena is 15,294.
Okay, so they're averaging probably one guy extra than every night they let some guy in.
Okay. That's what I'm showing.
Yeah, so they're at 101.9% average. Yeah, because their average is 15,294.
Okay.
Yeah, because it has to be the average, because the average for like Winnipeg over the last 3 seasons, last season they averaged 15,016, and then 15,004, then 15,004 again in the 12-13 season.
Yeah.
So, based on average, your top 5 for based on what they're using, which is your average. You would have Chicago with 21,638, Montreal 21,288, Detroit 20,027, Toronto 19,309, and Calgary at 19,111. But now, if you use capacity, and then of those top, well, let me do the capacity first. So, by average, you have Chicago, Montreal, Detroit, Toronto, Calgary. By average, you have, again, Chicago ranked number one at an average capacity of 109.7%. Number two would be Minnesota at 105.8%. Three would be Toronto at 102.6%. Four, oh, that was Winnipeg at 15,000 or 101.9%. And rounding out at number five would be Pittsburgh. Hey.
What are they doing?
I don't think they like the stats.
Oh. It's like,
Pittsburgh.
move on, Dad. Yeah.
Pittsburgh would be number five at 100.7%.
What are you doing? Uh-oh, penalty box. What was the number for Pittsburgh, did you say?
100.7%.
Right, okay.
But probably the biggest surprise that's in there, based upon as far as how the team is playing, or not, is the Islanders actually surprised me because as well as they're playing, based on average and capacity, Islanders are ranked 28th and 27th. Respectively, under those two categories. Mm-hmm. So no one's really even going to those games, surprisingly.
Oh, yeah, and they're not playing that bad. I mean, they're third.
No, they're not. They're not. I don't know what the.
Is it the new location? You think?
No, because like I said, I have the averages for the last 3 seasons. I don't know what's the average of the old Nassau Coliseum.
Oh gosh,
Can you pull that up?
Yeah, I could probably pull it up.
Because when they were at Nassau, the last 3 years, their average last year was 13,608, and then 12,842 and 12,818. So it had been going up the last 3 years, but how? I would have to imagine it's a lot larger than that.
Yeah, I think we'll come up here. Okay, I'm showing an average. Well, I can go back to 2005-06 season, but they've been averaging.
It doesn't show the maximum capacity for that arena, though?
That's what I'm looking for. Well, here it is right here. 2006, 2007, they were averaging... Oh, well. Oh, no, here it is right here. 16,170.
Okay.
The capacity. That was in 2012-13, and they had a capacity of 100%.
So 16,100. Then and how big is the new Barclays Center?
I just saw that.
I think it's like 20 or 21,000. I think.
Is it really?
I think so.
I don't see it. I don't see it. So.
Do you remember maximum capacity for the Great Western Forum? The fabulous form?
Wasn't it 18,005?
No, 16,005.
Oh, 16,005. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, the Islanders kind of surprised me. And then, who do you think is number 30, last overall?
I'll say Florida.
No, they actually moved up in under both categories, average and capacity average. They've moved up to number 29.
Wow.
Last year they averaged 8,981. This year they're averaging 11,547 after 10 games at a average capacity of 67.8%. Number 30, who do you think it is?
Phoenix?
No. Think by you.
Carolina?
Yes. Carolina with an average of 11,137, or only, which is sad really, 59.6%.
Wow. That's terrible.
Yeah, it is. It's really bad. And just 3 years ago, they were averaging 18,026, and it's dropped off considerably each year after that, to 15,440 to 11,962.
Interesting. But yeah, I would go by the capacity numbers.
Yeah, I would go by that because I mean, because Winnipeg really plays
Yeah.
a big factor in there.
The other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit was the 3-on-3 hockey, Howie.
Yeah,
The overtime.
I personally I like it.
I really do like it a lot. There was another one last night. I don't know if you got to see the Edmonton San Jose game.
No, I did not.
And then I started doing some research and looking at out of going into Wednesday's games. 65, just over 65% of the games needing overtime ended there. So 66 out of 101 of those overtime games have ended in overtime because of the 3-on-3 hockey. Where last season, out of 306 overtime games, 136 of them were finished in overtime without a shootout, you know. That's 44, just over 44%. So what they're doing now is working. More games are being finished in overtime. And then I checked this. Since the shootout was implemented in 2005-06 season, 43%, just over 43%, 43.2 or something, of those games were decided in overtime.
Huh.
Okay? So since the 3-on-3 has started, we've got 65% of those games, over 65% of those games being finished in overtime.
Wow.
So here's my proposal. I think we bring back the tie game. We get rid of the shootout and bring back the tie games. Because now
I would like that.
Because now you have 65% of the games ending in overtime, but if they don't, then they tie and you get that 1 point. Wouldn't that be cool? I like that idea.
I would like that.
Bring back the tie game.
But I would also like, though, to make it even more interesting, because they always had that thing, well, where teams would, play half-ass because it's like all we need is just 1 point. So if we end up with a tie, that's fine. I would like to see them bring back the ties. So going into overtime, you have that possibility of tying. But if you lose an overtime, you lose that point. So the winning team gets the full 2. So
okay. I see what you're saying.
So
okay.
So regardless, 2 points are up for grabs.
Right. So either it will be split.
Correct.
Or the winner takes all.
Correct.
I like that. I can live with that.
Because they can't have, well, we got our tie, let's just get through the overtime, keep the, have it just come down to a puck possession game.
Right.
And not worry about winning and let's just
right. Yeah, I like that. And then they're playing. They have something to play for.
Right.
So
that way, yeah. Because if you only need that point, at this point, you either need to get that 2 points or you might be out of the playoff spot.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like that a lot. I like that. So we do that and we get rid of the shootout.
Yeah.
Which I know some people like the shootout, and it's okay. Yeah. It's okay to me. I mean, but I think having I like your proposal better. I like having the ties, and I like the idea of winner takes all.
Yeah, just have 2 points up for grabs regardless.
Yeah.
So you either get it all or you don't, or you only get 1.
Right. Yeah, I like that.
So, Mr. Batman, if you're listening, that is the proposal by the Puck Drops here.
Let's give it a try.
Bring back the ties and get rid of the shootouts and have it overtime, winner takes all.
Yeah. Right. Unless unless it ends in a tie, then
unless
they split the points.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. That sounds awesome. And it would kind of give that old feel back again of.
Yeah, it would bring back that old feel because right now, what's the percentage of the games ending in a win?
Right now.
Yeah.
Going into last night's games, it's 65.3% of those games ending in overtime.
Okay, so what they could do just to up those numbers, let's tack on another 2 minutes. So 7-minute overtime.
Oh, why not just making an 8-minute overtime? Why the odd number? I don't know, 7 minutes. Oh, whatever. I don't care.
Because I want to be an ass.
Oh, okay.
Just do 7. Or yeah, I mean 8. 8 minutes. But I'm thinking in terms of penalty minutes.
Right. I got you. I don't know. I 65.3% is a large number, Howie. There goes his microphone. We've lost him.
Okay.
65%.
I wonder how much. What the hell's going on? Why is that? I just wonder how much that percentage would go up.
By tacking on another minute or two?
Yeah.
I'm sure it would go up.
Yeah, I just wonder how big that number would be, though. So that would be our proposal: is bring back ties, get rid of the shootout, and have overtime a winner take all.
Yeah. Yeah.
No handing out of 3 points. It's 2 points or none. Right. Well, 2 points or
1.
Or 1.
Yeah. I like it.
So we'll have to send an official letter to Mr. Beckman and the Board of
We
Governors.
just did. Hopefully they're listening. So that's our proposal.
I'm sure he tunes in weekly.
Oh yeah, he can't wait. I'm sure he was dropping the Yule log with us last week.
And right now, all day, happy birthday, happy birthday. It's going to be stuck in his head.
Yeah. All right, let's go into the standings, Howie. Starting in the East, of course, in the Atlantic Division, Montreal is on top with 41 points, followed by Detroit with 35, Ottawa with 35. Ottawa, Howie, where do they come from all of a sudden? Boston with 33.
I like watching Ottawa. I kind of got into them last year when they made their playoff run.
Well, they're playing really well. Florida with 30, Tampa Bay with 29, which, I'm kind of surprised about them, too, because I picked them up way up higher than that.
Yeah, I think I did, too. I think I had them finishing second.
And then Buffalo and Toronto with 25. In the Metropolitan Division, Washington with 40. Washington is just hot right now. The Strangers with 39. The Islanders with 37. Pittsburgh and New Jersey at 32. Philadelphia with 28. Carolina with 24. And Columbus with 24. And that is the Eastern Conference.
And Washington again. I think I think I said that. I think I said this last week too. But still, I'm not. No one really talks about them.
No, not even out here where I'm at. They're just quietly winning.
Yeah.
You hear more about the Rangers and Pittsburgh out here than you do the Islanders.
Yeah.
Probably the thing that sticks out the most right now to me, looking at the East, is Montreal's lost 3 in a row, and Detroit is right on their heels. They're not, they're only 6 points back. All right, how you want to do the West?
Yeah. Going back to Montreal, I think those last 3 losses also came at home.
I believe they did. I believe they did.
I believe they did.
I don't have that in front of me right at this moment.
Going into the West, in the Central Division, still on top is Dallas with 44 pins.
And pulling away, starting to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they are. 44 points, followed by St. Louis at 36, Chicago at 34, Minnesota, Nashville at 33, Winnipeg at 28, and Colorado at 25. And it's still, that middle section's still kind of clogged up. We'll see how that falls out. And then in the Pacific, you have your Los Angeles Kings on top with 37 points.
And starting to pull away with a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah. I think they're the hot team right now.
Yeah, they are right now. Yeah,
they're the hot team right now. 5-game winning streak. Mm-hmm. Followed by Vancouver with 30, San Jose with 29, Arizona and Anaheim both with 27, Edmonton with 26, who are now getting into the thick of things, surprisingly.
Yeah. Yep.
And Calgary's, they're still there. They're in last, but with 24 points. So they're right there. They're only 5 points out of third right now.
5 points out of third, and they're they've won their last 3.
Yeah, so not bad.
No, they're trying to stick in there, and they're doing.
Yeah. The way things are right now in that division, they can make that.
Yeah. Well, they need to win some of those. They need to win some of those road games because they really have a hard time playing away from home.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and even look at Anaheim's road record. They're 3-8-1 on the road.
Yeah, they
stink.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't.
Yeah,
they all can lose every game, every one of them. round. Vancouver's my surprise team. They're. I didn't think they'd be where they are.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that, but I mean,
So,
but I mean, you got to take that with a grain of salt because I mean, granted they're in second place with 30 points, but they're only 6 points out of last.
true.
So they're only 3 games at last place.
Very true. All right, Howie, real quickly, we're running out of time here. Let's kind of go over, we got tonight's games. Yeah, we got Montreal at Detroit, which should be pretty good. We got Washington at Florida, Ottawa at Tampa Bay. That'll be probably a really good one. Chicago at Nashville, Philadelphia at St. Louis. I see St. Louis kicking their butt. Columbus at Winnipeg, and Buffalo at Calgary. You know, Calgary might probably win that game.
I think
I like Calgary in that game.
Minnesota should be playing tonight too. Where's their game?
I don't think they are on today's schedule.
I could have sworn they play tonight. They've been off the last couple of days.
They need a break. They're not playing tonight, my friend.
No, they're not.
Nope.
They must be. Oh, tomorrow they play.
They play tomorrow against Arizona.
So, I wish I didn't have to go to work. I'd drive out there and go.
Yeah. At Arizona, at San Jose, Vancouver, New York Rangers. They got a little tough schedule coming up here. Starting with San Jose. San Jose, Vancouver, Rangers. Those 3 games will be hard for them.
Oh, Kings are on a long road trip right now. You got
Yeah, they are.
Friday at Pittsburgh, and then at Buffalo, at Ottawa, at Montreal, and at Toronto.
Yeah, and some tough games in there.
Yeah.
Ottawa, Montreal, Pittsburgh's not easy.
You got to hope Montreal keeps up this home losing streak.
Yeah. All right, so with that, Howie, I think we will wrap it up here. Thank you all for listening and watching our show. You can check out our website at www.thepuckdropshere.com. Email us at jonandhowie@thepuckdropshere.com. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Player FM. Send us a tweet at PuckDrops, Twitter.com, at PuckDrops. We're also on Pinterest. We're also on Hockey Talk Radio several times a day at hockeytalkradio.us. Check us out there. And they have a bunch of other great hockey programs on there also. Anything else, Howie?
Negative.
All right. So with that, we will catch you all next week. Enjoy the games. We bid you all adieu.
Farewell to thee.